Moving towards mucosal protectants now. Sucralfate is the first mucosal protectant we will talk about. It polymerizes below pH 4 to give a very sticky gel that adheres strongly to the base of ulcer craters. Bismuth chelate may act in a similar way to sucralfate. It has a strong affinity for mucosal glycoproteins, especially in the necrotic tissue of the ulcer craters, which become coated in a protective layer of polymer glycoprotein complex. Bismuth may blacken the teeth and stools. Now let's talk about antacids. Antacids raise the luminal pH of the stomach. This increases the rate of emptying, and so the effect of antacids is short-lived. Gastrin release is increased, and because this stimulates acid release, larger amounts of antacids are needed than would be predicted. Frequent high doses of antacids promote ulcer healing, but such treatment is rarely practical. Sodium bicarbonate is the only useful water-soluble antacid. It acts rapidly, but has a transient action, and absorbed bicarbonate in high doses may cause systemic alkalosis. Magnesium hydroxide and magnesium trisilicate are insoluble in water and have a fairly rapid action. Magnesium has a laxative effect and may cause diarrhea. Aluminum hydroxide has a relatively slower action. Aluminum ions form complexes with certain drugs, for example, tetracyclines, and tend to cause constipation. Mixtures of magnesium and aluminum compounds may be used to minimize the effects on motility. So that was all about the peptic ulcer drugs. Stay tuned to sqadia.com for more.